Okay, so welcome to this lesson. We're going to be talking about decimal and place value. It's only going to be a short little lesson, and then you're going to do exercise 6a. So let's first talk about the place value table here. So here we've been given the number 428.457. So what I want us to appreciate is the value of each of these numbers here. And to do that, we're going to place them here. So we've got hundreds, tens, and ones. Now we should be very familiar with this. 428 will go here. Now 457 will go here. Now let's really break down what each of these things is telling us. The fact that 4 is in this position is telling me that it's 400. The fact that 2 is in this position is telling me that it's 20. The fact that 8 is the ones column is telling me that I've got 8. So this is telling me I've got 428. Straightforward, we should all know that. But now we come to the other side of the decimal point here. This is where things get interesting. This is now my tenths. So we think about this, the value of this 4 as 4 on 10, 4 tenths. This is a hundredths. So this is 5 on 100, 5 hundredths. And this is 7 thousandths. So it's 7 on 1, 2, 3, 7 on 1 thousandths. That is the value and of each of these numbers after the decimal point. And of course, this pattern would continue. So now, if we say, what is the value of 3 in the following numbers? Well, here is 3 here. What is the value of that 3? Well, as you can see, I'm in the hundredths column. So it's going to be 3 on 100. What about this one? Well, I'm in the tenths. So it's going to be 3 on 10. What about this one? Well, I'm in the thousandths. So it's 3 on 1000. And then the last one here, I'm again in the tenths. So it'll be 3 on 10. We then come to the next part, which says express each of the following proper fractions and mixed numbers as decimals. So again, using that same logic, 7 over 10, that's 7 tenths, so it's 0.7. This is 5 on 100. Now, this is going to be 5 on 100, it will be in my hundredths. I find it really hard to say these words because of the S on the end. It will be 0.05. This now this is a whole number. So it's 3 point. Now this is going to be 17. Now this one is normally one that trips people up a bit. Let's look at this a bit. So let's just rule this off. Let's look at 17 on 100 here. Would you agree that if we were to think this as an addition problem, it would simply be 10 on 100 plus 7 on 100. Everyone should agree with that. That's nothing too controversial there. If we were to add these up, we know that the denominators stay the same, and 10 plus 7 is 17. If we were to simplify this 0 would cancel with this 0, meaning what this is 1 on 10 plus 7 on 100. So I've got 1 in my tenths, and as you can see, I've got 1 tenths, so that's that one there, and then I have 7 on 100, which is right there. And that's how that works. Now, you don't have to do this. After enough time, enough practice, you just notice that this is going to be that. All right, and the last one here, I have 4 wholes, point. Now, this is 7 thousandths, so 0.07. And that's my answer. Now, the last part of this page here is about rounding. Now, rounding is going to be our next lesson, so we'll just get rid of this. We'll come to rounding in our next lesson. So you can just scribble that out. We're not going to do it. So now you can do exercise 6a.